Good afternoon, my humanity family. I am ill. I'm having severe peptic ulcer. I haven't eaten since yesterday. I barely slept. I don't know what is this story about the moms. The Muslims, the Jews, and the Christians, they hate the tea so much and the coffee and stuff like that. But even the mosque and the neighbors and the whole nation, they say we love alcohol, drugs, and all sorts of heinous crimes. The only thing they hate is tea and coffee. Cheers. Raise your glasses. Your tea and coffee glasses. They love going to the bars. They hate the tea and coffee so much. I am having severe peptic ulcer. Imagine, and they say by the microphones, we gave you peptic ulcer. You are going to die. Nothing is allowed for you. Prepare for akhirah, the hereafter. An entire nation, I went out. The entire nation is still chasing me. The sheikhs, the security, the citizens, all creatures, minors, on bicycles, and they are about to kill me. My mom, change. Nothing have changed. The Somali filth and the haram doers, out of their minds, addicts, terrorists, and traffickers, they are still the same. The only thing they want, the change they talk about, do you know what is it? Sexual slavery is halal in Islam. Like, become the sexual slave. I went to my mama. She was asleep. I was saying to her, because she was having out of the blue, just like this, she was having severe flu. And I went to her. She hit me. And she and her filthy child, allies of the terrorists and the traffickers, like the maid, the orphan, everybody that wants to kill me for refusing to do haram. Everybody was saying to me, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. What is أعوذ بالله? Somebody is refusing your haram. 2 years you looked at them inside the house. She's saying to me, maid yesterday, where are you going to? Whenever she wants, she goes out. A maid is saying to me, how dare you go outside of the house? Where are you going to? And she was talking about spice, carrots. What is this? I am a hostage of terrorists and traffickers. They don't hate the haram they are doing. They are not despised. They are like bragging about it. The entire nation is still chasing me on bikes. Minors are harassing me, abusing me. Sheikhs who fuck them and force sexual slavery upon everyone were with them. And they were giving, like, few Fridays ago, alcoholics killing one another. Few days ago, in nearby mosque that says, I swear by God's name. Do you know what they did one day to the water pipe? They are all the military and the police. They pray inside the mosque because they do haram together. Our neighborhoods, they encourage group sexual slavery, and the military comes to them and the police and everybody. Few days ago, in Moscow was talking about alcoholics killing one another. Do you know what they did to the water inside the house? They did something to it. As I told you, a crime was about to occur inside the house. And the mosque was saying, very soon there are alcoholics who will be killing one another. Imagine a mosque giving a sermon. We are waiting. The things we are waiting for are not occurring. We cannot see, I don't know, X and Z. The United States of America, it is suppliers, They are the suppliers of the United Kingdom, EU, USA, and the billionaire nations. Rich billionaire nations. From the illness they given me, I have not eaten since yesterday. And last Friday, I ate from the kitchen. Last Friday, I ate from the kitchen. Half my head was about to fall. Not this side, that side. They did something. They cooked certain food. Half my brain was about to fall. And Ilmosk is laughing. And my rectum, my stomach was about to fall. And my rectum, and half my head. Ilmosk was saying, as I told you, after the morning prayers, because you refused the orders and obeying, you know what occurred to you on Friday? And I went to my mom. She was severely ill. She hit me. She hit me. Imagine. They are not afraid. They are not ashamed. And they are saying Muslims and non-Muslims and everybody is with us. I am in the market. I am just like that. Like everybody is there in the market. And they are saying to me, who told you to come to the market? Why are you here? Everybody is there. Imagine. And they unleashed all the minors in the world and the youth and everybody and the military and the sheikh and everybody to chase me. What religion is like this? And the Westerns are with them. And one day I went even to Mansour Hotel. A white woman came out of Mansour Hotel. She followed me. Then I sat at a certain location inside Mansour Hotel, like everybody. They brought 4 young men or 3 young men. And in the nearby, like a small motel house, there are a group of males there. They ordered the youth to come and be seated beside me. A waiter came to me. He like showed off his genitalia. He showed off his genitalia. And he said to me, do you want it? And I said, aren't you a Muslim man? What is this you are doing? And then nearby males in the motel said, just like an orphan when he's chasing me and the neighbors and inside the house. They said, you want it and you need it as much as we need it and we want it. Imagine. I told you a story about sexual slavery, and they talk about a woman called Maria al-Qibtiyya. She lived with the Prophet ﷺ and gave birth to a son named Ibrahim. There is an Oromo guy, he works in the mosque, his name is Ibrahim. You know, the mosque says, and I was reading an article, sexual slavery is halal in Islam. If a sex slave did not give birth, you sell her to everybody. This man who raped me with everybody on planet Earth and his sons and his entire neighborhood, they say from the windows, sell olive, sell olive, sell the sex slave, sell the sex slave, sell the olive, sell the olive. I am not going, I never, as I told you, I never apply for a jobs in the Muslim land. Imagine giving sermons on sexual slavery is halal in Islam. If a sex slave doesn't have a baby, you sell it to as much men you want. And anybody, even the minors, if you want, they sleep with her. Who says something like that? who says something like that. The creator who says, I am a man, come to me, is screaming. And the Syrian guy, Ahmed al-Shar, he did just like as I told you. He made like just like Taliban. They are killing the people inside their houses, even the people who had not wronged any Syrian. They are killing them in the streets, just like me. Is there a religion like this? ترويع الآمنين, تخويف الآمنين. I'm becoming like ISIS and Daesh. And he's talking about on BBC. He's talking about his days or years within Daesh. I don't know, when he was imprisoned in Iraq. He is MI5, MI6, and CIA, FBI agent. He is not a Syrian. He is an operative. He's an agent. And the Muslims, who are like the agents of the Westerns, who know whom he really is, they are making excuses for him. He's a great guy. He is like there to assist and to aid the suffering Syrians who are like having who lived years and years and ages in exile. He is another Western Muslim, billionaire Muslims, terrorist and trafficker. Imagine they they held they held they held like they held like they held like what is it? They held like a conference on Syria. They held a conference on Syria. Even the EU was there, and many Arab countries and Muslim nations, and they were they were holding conferences on what Syria is going to become after the Syrian regime was toppled, after the Assad was toppled. They are even saying, and the Syrians, even this Ahmed al-Shara, imagine they are holding a conference about the future of your nation. And اللي هو nation that is, they are discussing the fate of your nation, and you are not in the event. It is like saying there is a marriage ceremony and the bride is not there. And instead he is giving a talk with Western news agencies, and he is saying Syria is a land and nation for all the Syrians. We will not like retaliate against anybody who like wronged the Syrian civilians, and like just this is a new era. And actually even go to the Western media, because he is their man. They are hiding this, but it is on Twitter, on Facebook, on all the other social media. In the Western news agencies, this is hidden and it is not shown. Even they are talking about Clarissa Ward. You know, Clarissa Ward. She brought a Syrian or a Russian soldier, and she is pretending he was an American freedom fighter, a journalist, and he was with those Sunni Syrians who were like doing revolutions against like the oppression and the torture and what was occurring to them. CNN, اللي هو what Trump says it is a Clinton News Network. Clinton News Network. And Clarissa Ward, they say it was an staged. How many times did they make reports about this Clarissa, the lies of Clarissa Ward? She is in Palestine and she is staging something. She is with the, I don't know, Palestinian fighters or the IDF, and she is pretending like there was a rare something occurred and this and that, and nothing occurred. And she is staging everything. How many times this Clarissa Ward have been shown that she is making, she is like embedded within the CNN from the intelligence community and X and Z, just like they say about Tulsi Gabbard. They say she is a Russian asset. This Clarissa Ward, she is an agent for this and that. In mosques, they were talking about the food I ate on Friday, that I was about to die. And they said, this is because you refused obeying the orders. I swear by God's name, from the illness, I have not eaten all day yesterday. Even this morning, I ate from the illness they given me. This is worse than the Assad prisoners. I went out, the entire nation is still chasing me. And this creature that says, you will be sold. The orders was given, you will be sold. Have you ever came across something like that? And the sheikhs are writing, if a sex slave does not have a baby, you sell it to whomever you want. And whom said X and Z is a sex slave? And how can you make like, like such big like statements about somebody? Did I sell myself? How can you say I am a sex slave? How can you say if everything is denied for me? And even if I go outside after 2 years, you are still chasing me? And the Westerns are with you. I went to Mansour Hotel, a white woman, American, European, United Kingdom, I don't know. She came after me. I went and sat in a certain place at Mansour Hotel. They brought all the youth in the world and they seated them with me. El waiter naked himself, and he said, do you want it? Do you need it? And a group of rich billionaire Muslims, males of Somaliland, were sitting in a mutullah. And they are saying, like, you know what you are? Like this mosque. I even didn't attend my graduation party. I didn't attend my graduation party. I went to my mom. She was severely ill. She hit me because I said to her fucking son. And the neighbors were listening. I am supposed, they are saying we are still waiting. I am supposed to let everybody, minors are showing their penises and chasing me, and the sheikhs are there and the military and everybody. They sleep with, it is not sleep, they molest minors. They think I am like them. I never forget about such heinous crimes. I never went on a date with a grown-up male. Even my graduation party, I did not attend. They gave me mad medicine for anal rape. El orphan, he is obsessed with me. I don't know what he wants from me. He's obsessed with me. Two a.m. when I am being in the toilet, he is following me. Imagine. One night, they turned off the refrigerator. All the food in the refrigerator was filled with food. was filled with food. And I knocked at my mom's door. It is like 11 like p.m. in the evening. The food is about to be decayed. They brought hundreds of US dollars of food in the refrigerator. It was about to be decayed. I told my mom. She insulted me and she fought with me. Orphan, they knock at her door 12 a.m., 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m. She doesn't say all her kids. She doesn't say anything to them. And they made the entire planet Earth chase me and beat me and try to kill me. I go say to her, good evening. Are you, like, تصبح على خير, are you sick? And she beats me. I say, the food is about to be decayed in the refrigerator. Should I turn on the refrigerator? And she insults me and fights with me. And says, don't you ever knock on my door. She is not my mother. And those are not my family or my siblings. And they say Trump is saying there are drones flying here and there, and somebody is flying them for X and Z news, and they are flying them from a garage. Fox News channel. It is a Murdoch filth. I don't know. And he made his whole cabinet. This Trump, he made his whole cabinet Fox News. He made his whole cabinet. Everybody working in the Trump administration is from Fox News. What is this fucking Murdoch? Because what is it called? You paid for the court is hundreds of millions of US dollars. I am going to repay because you like fought for me and paid compensation worth hundreds of US dollars. I am going to repay you. And this Trump, he brought everybody from Fox because Murdoch lost hundreds of millions of dollars because of him. Fucking what is his zift? Anthony. Anthony was the good guy in The Merchant of the Venice. Fucking evil Jewish name in The Merchant of Venice. He wants like return on investment. ROI, return on investment. I stood by you. I lost hundreds of millions of dollars because of you. You repay me. All the Fox News filth, hire them in your administration. And what is this story about the moms? This innocent child. What is Luigi Mangione? And he is like a religious guy. And he's a religious guy. And go and watch every video on Luigi. What he has like a Latin name, something like you cannot even pronounce it. This young man in his 20s, he can never do what he's. And if you see all the footages, it is all the footages of this person. They said he did the shooting, even smiling. The one where he is smiling, if you put them beside one another, his actual photo where he is smiling and the other ones, it is not him. And the police knows. And New York, they are doing this for the Muslims and the Jews and the Christians of terrorism and trafficking. They charged him with terrorism. Every day, hundreds of black people, of brown people, even white people are killed within the United States of America. Even babies. Shooters are never. They kill people in hundreds in the United States of America. Somebody they know, he did not commit any of those crimes they are accused of. They charged them with terrorism, and the whole US like special forces are accompanying him to the court. What is this? You never even did that in 9/11. You never even did that in 9/11. And they brought اللي هو what is his name, this white retard. He went in the military. He was a sex slave and the prostitute of the army. Everybody was fucking him. He's out of his mind. And he says, I went to the subway. I heard this black man. He is saying like I am about to commit a crime. And then 10 white people, including him, even him, he cannot kill. This man is disabled. I don't know. He's suffering from like mental retardation. And he was severely medicated. He's severely medicated. And he is taken in the American prison system. I don't know, 35 or more, about like 40 states within the United States of America, they allow, it is not a felony, raping an inmate. If a policeman comes to your cell and rapes you, even the military, and rapes you, it is not an assault, it is not a felony. The fucking US filth. And they they institutionalized this man. Like J.D. Vance says, there are some people, we should make institutions for certain people. This is Somaliland. So Somaliland, there is a place near to them. It is called Red Sea Fuel Station. And majority of this neighborhood, all their wives, they are in mental asylums in the Western world. When they did all the women from behind, they became crazy. And they took them away from, they are not locked in Somaliland, they are locked in the Western world. Somaliland women, wives of the sodomizers, they are locked in mental asylums in the Western world. And they charged the guy with terrorism. You even did not do this. You even did not do this to those of 9/11. There are actual terrorists whom were not treated like this. And this guy, what was his name? Jordan Benny or Benny Jordan. And he is with Trump at a stadium and they are celebrating him. He was the sex slave of the, he himself is medicated. He's severely medicated. He's out of his mind. He's out of his mind. And he says he was like threatening everybody. It is a lie. This this black man who was like murdered by this white man in the subway. He was taken every now and then by the police for rape. The whole Western world, especially the United States of America, they know this. And he says, didn't even this Trump say, if I shoot somebody in 5th Avenue, did anybody charge like Trump with like a threat to kill somebody and like send him to prison or go raid his house? Because he said, if I kill somebody down 5th Avenue, I can walk away with the murder. How many US politicians have said something similar? If I kill X and Z, nobody is going to hold me accountable. And Trump is saying el drones, they are known who is whom is flying them, this and that. Americans thought those who are, Trump is only loyal to the filthy elites. Murdoch, this filthy Jew, other filthy Bloomberg, that other filthy Jew, the other filthy Christians, filthy Muslims. This is the only folks that Trump is loyal to. Mike Johnson, he's an evil creature. After all, like the sacrifices he made for Trump, Trump is like plotting against him, just like Matt Gaetz and MTG and her ilk did with Kevin McCarthy. They want to take the speakership from him. They want to take the speakership from him. It shows you this Trump, he has ملهوش, Arabs say ملهوش عزيز ولا غالي. Trump, he doesn't like whatever you do for Trump, it reminds me of this family and my relatives and the Muslims, majority of the Muslims. No matter what you do good for them, the sheikhs were saying the Friday flu was because no matter goodness is done for you, you are ungrateful. I am locked inside the house, raped, thrown from the 10th floor, metalist. You took all my money. I did all sorts of charity for your people. And you commit crimes against humanity, against me? And the USA is with you? This Trump, no matter what great deeds you do for him, it does not matter. He will not. It won't satisfy him. It will not satisfy him. And because Republicans know that this Trump, he doesn't have loyalty. He doesn't have loyalties. He is just Democrats are as worse as him. He is just اللي هو Trump 2.0. His loyalty was to the billionaires. Now he brought another billionaires. They are those who lost money because of him, like the Mardochs. He's hiring everybody from the Fox channels. And this story about the mother is Pete Hex's mom said he forces prostitution on women. He's alcoholic. He does this and that. This guy, Logini Majuni, whatever his name is, reporters had an interview with his mom, and his mom said, if he is accused of shooting and all the crimes, he did it. My mom comes to me and she says, I was an A student since eternity. She made a plot with the United States of America, USA, UK, EU, and the Muslims and non-Muslims. They took me like the Matt Gaetz victims across borders for trafficking. Whatever job I go, whatever university, they force sexual slavery upon me. If I refuse, they beat me to death, try to kill me, and expel me from the job. And my mom says, since you were a child, you were an envious, ungrateful creature. You ruined the world. You ruined this They are the ones for evil. They committed crimes against humanity, against me, and filled me with mad mirrors for sexual slavery. Since childhood, she says with my siblings, you are an envious person. You envy everybody. What is occurring because of you to you is because of envy. She never accuses any. Do you know? Whatever evil done by her kids, she accuses me of. And the Muslim liars, criminals like the non-Muslims and the Christians and the Jews, they do the same. Every evil that was committed against me at Somaliland, they accused me of. I don't know what are those fucking mommies what is his name? Pete Hexes, he's a filth. Later on, his mom is saying, the mom who said he's a criminal, he did all of that, she said, reporters came and they forced me to say, is this like اللي هو الاعتراف تحت التعذيب, when you give a testimony under torture and they extract a testimony out of you because of torture. She says اللي بيت Hex's mom, reporters came and they forced me to say what I said. When I told them I want to like أغير أقوالي and change my statements, they said you will not change anything. You forced me to say this. They said we are going to kill. His mom is saying, the reporters are saying, you are not going to change any of your statements and we are going to kill you. Is this like the mafia? And Eugenie Mogini, his mom said, my mom, she accuses me because I exposed the evil that is done to me by everybody with the assistance of her and her kids and my dad and everybody and relatives. And this Eugenie Mogini, whatever his name is, his mom said he was an evil creature. He used it to talk about killing people and shooting people. And there is a mad woman in light blue. There is a mad woman in light blue and she's saying, we are not going. And there is a Elf Bragg or Elf's Bragg, something like that. She is talking, a mad woman in light blue with a blonde hair. She's a criminal. I don't know, she's a district attorney or something. And she's saying, we are not going to lionize those, and we are like a Josh Shapiro. He's a fucking criminal, he also. He's another Jewish criminal. She says, we are not going to lionize those who commit horrors against billionaires and state officials and like cause civilians to go into like organizing themselves to protest against the evils of the state. Even your founding fathers, they said arm yourself and defend yourself against the state, because a government is only loyal to itself. It is not loyal to the people. When the government, they said, your founding fathers, early founding fathers, arm yourself and prepare yourself, because civil war is going to, no matter what, just like occurred in Germany. Your republic and your government will become tyrannical, and it will commit crime, mass violence and crimes against humanity against you. So prepare for that day. The founding fathers said, never give up your arms, never give up your weapons. She's saying he must be made an example of, because we have seen, as Josh Shapiro is saying, he became a hero, and people like it will give like indications and implications for the civilians, that they can organize themselves into groups and they could do something against the government or against X and Z, who is an evil. This evil woman in light blue. It is a lie. If everybody knows, if you even things that and we are in the era of AI, you can fabricate whatever evidences. Even you can take somebody's tone stone and you can make something out of it. And make something out of it. And accuse them. And accuse them of whatever crime. And he wrote a manifesto. And he wrote a manifesto. This Logini, whatever his name is, Logini something. He went into, they say, it is a lie. IA can fabricate your handwriting. Anybody, there is something called forgery. A forgerist, people rob banks in that manner. And even they do through forgery. They imitate your handwriting, they imitate whatever. And they can say whatever they want. X and Z wrote this. And the other thing they say, he went into Google or Amazon bookstore, online bookstore, and he like when you give like a review for a book, they wrote reviews for a book. This organization called Somaliland, it was a criminal enterprise by the local international states, securities, and terrorists and traffickers. Muslims and non-Muslims, they linked my phone to my laptop. Stuff, even articles I wrote, they are deleting it. Anybody, and we are in the era of hacking. Every day, the American administration is hacked. Every day, the American administration is hacked. A hacker can go into your email or whatever, steal your passwords. That is why they say every few months or every few weeks, change your password, renew your password. And even if somebody knows your password, your enemy, somebody who hates you or wants to set a trap for you, and they know your password, they can go to this Amazon online bookstore and they could give reviews on whatever book. They say he give reviews about for books on terrorism and for assassins and for toppling governments. The FBI and the CIA and international intelligences and armies who are the masters of this, they have departments of this, are saying this. If you bring all the footages, and it is the era of artificial intelligence, anybody, they are making like talks, discussions, whatever. AI, artificial intelligence, is writing books. It is writing books. They say he went into Amazon and he wrote reviews. AI, artificial intelligence can do this, and anybody who perceives you as an enemy, they can hack into your account and do this to frame you with a crime. American citizens, they are talking about lies. How this is a hoax of the government. They are talking about it is a hoax of the government. I don't know what his mom is saying. Yeah, my child is a criminal. Chris Cuomo, he was sacked from his job because actually his criminal brother Andrew Cuomo, who raped everybody and burned the seniors, burned them to the ground. He was sacked from his job because he tried to clear his brother from crimes. I don't know what are, and Trump kids are like this, and everybody. I don't know what are those. I don't know. Maybe this is. I'm not saying like if your kid or X and Z is accused of a crime, lie for them. I'm telling you, look at Chris Cuomo. He was sacked from his CNN job because he was trying to rescue his brother from the crimes and evils he was committing. Until this day, Chris Cuomo, his criminal brother, he wants him to become the governor of New York. El governor of New York. El governor of New York. It is a lie. It is a lie. I don't know what sort of these mothers that are saying, I'm not telling you lie for your kid if he's a criminal. But those moms, this Texas that gives a testimony then says, I was forced to say this. I was forced to say this. And the reporters, they said, if you try to change what you are saying, we are going to kill you. She says, reporters are saying, if you say this did not occur, we are going to kill you. And he is Trump. He like, despite all the great stuff that Mike Johnson had did to him, and he was saying, he was talking on MSNBC and saying Trump is going to become the president, and he is saying Trump will become the president, and he was like doing everything. Trump turned on him. He's doing to him what Matt Gaetz and MTG did to Kevin McCarthy. I'm telling you, if you want to survive Trump, you must be a thug like Bloomberg and Murdoch. Only thugs, mafia creatures and thugs, and criminals like Murdoch and Bloomberg can only survive Trump and Josh Shapiro, such heinous criminals. Even Kamala Harris. Imagine, Judge Sotomayor, she said, with all this power is given to Trump, he will become so powerful than everybody, and all this immunity and like power is given to him, he will become so powerful and corrupt, and he will commit evil against all of us. So I dissent. This woman, she wants to become, Kamala Harris wants to become a president. Kamala Harris wants to become a president in 2028. They are saying she wants to become a New York governor. This is a lie. This wife of the Jews, Kamala Harris, they are preparing her to become a coming president of the United States of America in 2028. So Trump is there. Trump is there to clear the ground for her. To clear the ground for her. I'm going to show you stuff about Eugenie Majuni. This Trump is there for Kamala Harris. Don't believe that they are opposing one another. He is there. Even Judge Sotomayor, she says we must become go into presidency because we are going to Supreme Court to avert it, because it is rigged to the Republicans and the conservatives and the right. Even the only person, Sotomayor, who said I dissent, I oppose all those powers that are given to Trump. El criminal. She like Somaliland hates tea and coffee. She loves alcohol. Somaliland and the Somalis are like her. She was doing all she can to oust Judge Sotomayor, the only person who was opposing to Trump. Don't believe the Jews. Trump is there to rig the state and he is preparing a presidency for, they say Kamala Harris will become the governor in of California 2028. It is a lie. Even Trump was saying in that talk with Tucker Carlson, I am there to do a lot of stuff, and he was talking in another talk, I will not vote for me now. I will not come again into this presidency. There is a lot of things that I should be able to do. They will make fully America is Israelized. We people are now talking about Israel lobby. They are, Trump is there for the Israelization of the United States of America. Tom Cotton, he's a fucking bastard. One night I tweeted about something about him. The following day in Appalachia, J.D. Vance was speaking about he is going to assist the folks of Appalachia, and he is with this old woman. Tom Cotton was standing, he was an ex-military, a lot of asses. He was standing behind the ass of this old woman that was beside J.D. Vance in Appalachia when he was saying, we are going to release the funds for you, we are going to assist you, this and that. And Tom Cotton is talking about like anti-Semitism and I don't know, and this old lady is there. She's an old lady, a Republican old lady, and Tom Cotton is standing behind her. This, Christians, they have become, lots of them, evil. But Trump is there, he came to make the United States of America fully Israelized. There will be no United States of America. It will become Israel, El Greater Israel.